right? That V6 hum. Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. That was close. Welcome to the Audi RS4. This is the facelifted version for, I guess, 2020. And I very much like this car. We have a 2.9 litre V6 bi-turbo engine. That produces 450 PS, 600 Newton meters of torque, and well, a 0 to 60 time, as I'm about to show you as I stop down here, of 4.1 seconds. Wow, that is quick. That initial acceleration is just blisteringly fast. It sucks you back into your seat. So 4.1 seconds to 62, sorry, and you really do feel it. Now, this car also comes in at a base price of £62,000. So that's how much you'll start off without going anywhere near the optional extras. This specific car, 79 grand on the road. And that's because it is a press car, which means it is pretty much fully loaded. And we'll talk about what this has very, very shortly. I'm just going to give you another quick acceleration out of here because, my word, it's quick. Oh. The Quattro four-wheel drive system putting all of that power down, giving you endless grip, which is what you would expect from all Audis. But this thing here, 450 PS, it's a lot of power for the car. I mean, the car weighs around 1700 kgs. Take that into comparison to the Audi RS6 I just had, which was around about 2,000, well, it was about 2,000 kilograms, so 2 tons. This is a much lighter platform. It's down about 150 horsepower, but do you feel it? Not really, if I'm honest with you. As you get further up the speeds, yes, where the 4 litre V8 on the RS6 really does come into its own, but this specific thing here, it's a really, really good unit. It's a really good unit. Slow it down again because you need to. Just look at this. Wow, that is some serious pickup. It's that quick, I've lost something out of my pocket. There we go. And I really like the tone of this engine. I must admit, the tone that this engine produces is very, very, very nice. Now, from an exterior perspective, this car is in the gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Tango Red, one of my favourite Audi colours. I'm a massive fan of Nardo, that's a personal preference of mine, but shortly after, this car in this Tango Red colour is definitely up there with probably my second favourite, because I also had a TTRS from Audi in the exact same colour, and my word, does it look good and attract a lot of attention. From a wheels perspective, we get some 20-inch wheels on this car. The standard set of wheels is not a 19-inch, but we got the 20s on this, and it looks really, really nice. I also love the way these wheels concave into the arches as well. It makes it look really, really aggressive. We have the RS exhaust on this, which is very nice, and you can hear it. Wow, the acceleration. That's one thing that I'm quite impressed with actually already, is the acceleration of this car. Because what you get from a 4.1 to 60, it feels much quicker than that. That I can guarantee you. I mean, it's quite addictive actually, so much so that we're going to launch it again. We've got no one behind us. Stop, foot to floor, let the boost pick up, and off we go. Wow, and that's it, that's 60. In fact, I reckon that might be a smidge faster to 60 than 4.1. It definitely feels it. But that's the difference when you start to look at a car such as this Audi RS4 in comparison to an RS6 or RS5, where those cars weigh a significant chunk more than this does. I mean, this isn't the lightest car in the world, don't get me wrong, but you do notice that reduction of 300 kgs. Handling wise, let's see, throw it around here. It's very nimble, you can throw it around a bit. It does suffer from a little bit of understeer if you push it a little bit too hard, but for the majority of times, oh, that's nice. What's that? Very nice Ferrari there. Oh man, that acceleration is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I'm getting sidetracked. This is fun. This car has also got the massage functionality, which I very much like. I'm a bit of a sucker for any car that gives me a massage whilst I'm driving it. Even when I'm driving it like a complete hooligan. This feels a lot more me, personally, than the RS6. Now, when I did my RS6 video, I was like, the RS6 is pretty much the ultimate one-car garage. And I still stand by that. I think it is. But this thing as well is a massive contender. It's a lot cheaper as well. Now, if you think of how much an RS6 costs, fully loaded, £139,000. This fully loaded, £79,000. It's still a massive amount of money, but the price difference between an RS6 and this is huge. Granted, the size difference is also bigger. The RS6 has got 22-inch wheels, a bigger engine, more space in the cabin, but I'm not going to take anything away from this car. This is very nice. Another 70s, another national speed zone, we like that. So right down into first gear, foot to floor. Yeah, it definitely goes some. We rev out right about 7,000 RPM, and the noise as well, I can hear the noise quite nicely, although naturally what you'd expect from anything Euro 6 now, emissions will kill it. So it is a little bit, it's a bit more subdued, I guess, but I can still hear that V6 turbo engine just singing, and that's a really good thing to have in this car because I'm a big fan of this engine. All right guys, so now we've parked the car up, I can quickly show you around what it looks like, but look at the Tango Red. The Tango Red itself is just such a good looking colour. As I'm sure you'll all agree, it just works so well with a black pack. So the difference between this and kind of the 2018 car, there's a couple of styling changes here on the front. We've got some extra vents in here. I think they're real, I'm not sure. Lots of black here. We've got a very nice kind of gloss black, plain black grille here. This again is new. It's very similar to what you see in all of the Audi ranges. You've got it on the A1, you've got it on, in fact, every Audi car now has this design. We've got the Matrix style LED headlights, which are very, very cool, very, very nice. We've got some more side vents, which aren't real. So these are the 20-inch wheels, and as you can see, they concave really nicely. You see how deep they are. And I think that really, really works on this car. I'm a big fan of that. There's probably an argument to say that they probably could be spaced out just a little bit more. So anyone who's buying one of these, whack in some spaces, it'll look even better. All of these door sill trims, they're all black. We've got privacy glass on this as well. Taking a look around the rear of the car with the very nice kind of piano black rear diffuser, RS exhaust with black tips, and some more vents here on the side, which again, don't do anything for the car. It's not as big as the RS6, granted. However, there is still plenty of space in here to load this up with whatever it is that you want to load up, go on a family holiday, etc. And you get even more room here underneath the seat. Talking about room inside the car as well. Now, I've got my seating position in place now on the RS Sportline seats, and there's actually plenty of room for someone to sit behind me. Again, I'm 6'1", and there's loads of space here in the back. Not as much as the RS6, but still ample space. Some very, very nice obviously Napa leather seats here for the rear passengers as well. We also get a little mini center console, so you get rear heated seats as well. So you can see down here on the seat we've got the massage button, which I'm a massive fan of, real big fan of that. But the carbon fiber kind of extends from this side of the door all the way through the inside of the dash. As I quickly jump back in, 1 sec, there we go, all the way across, and you can see here all of that carbon fiber. Very, very nice. And the center console, all carbon fiber as well. You get things such as wireless charging, which naturally you would expect from a car like this. 8-speed Steptronic gearbox on this car. One thing I do like, you've got the kind of touch screen here, makes a nice clicky noise when you get involved with it. Very similar setup to all the cars that we know. In fact, when my missus bought her Audi A1, I got so familiar with it, I pretty much know everything to do with these Audi cars now. Same thing as I had in the RS6 and the RS4. You've got the RS monitor, you've got the G monitor, and you've got your tyre pressure loss indicator, depending on, you know, whatever it may be. Down here is the climate control system, which I'm actually a big fan of. So I love how tactile it is. If you can just rub your finger over it, look at that. I'm not pushing the buttons, I'm just rubbing my finger across them, which I think is a really nice design. This is the older style steering wheel, not the newer one that you see in the RS7, RS6. But I like this kind of round center as opposed to the big center that we see on the newer cars. The paddles as well, they're cool, man. I like these paddles. Are they aluminium? I think they are. They're aluminium as well, if I can zoom in here. There you go. Aluminium paddles, which is good. And as for the exhaust, let me let you have a listen to what this sounds like. Pretty good, right? That V6 hum. That is rapid. Okay, enough of that, because I could do that all day long. Now, this car also comes with the dynamic ride as well, so it's a £2,000 optional extra on this car. It is good. It does absorb a lot of the bumps that you would find on kind of undulating roads and stuff like UKB roads where you have potholes everywhere. I mean, that's just, it's something that I would spec in. The other brilliant thing that I personally like is the panoramic sunroof. I like it lets a lot of light in as well. It's obviously tinted, so you're not going to roast in the car, but it is a very, very nice addition. That's a £1,600 optional extra. One more acceleration, those pops out the back of these. It's just so quick. It is such a quick car. Those of you who watched my my RS6 review would have seen the fact that actually it has a £6,400 sound system. This has a Bang & Olufsen sound system, but it's not $6.5 grand. It's £850, and I can tell you, it is good. Obviously not Audi RS6 good, but it is good. Guys, there's something about a lighter car that I just, dare I say that from a fun factor, you feel the speed a lot more in something like an RS4 than you would in a 2-ton RS6. And I'm not taking anything away from the RS6, because for me the RS6 is one of my favourite cars out there, but when you've got a launch like this, and because it's light, you feel and the noise coming from that engine is ridiculous. It's just so good. I love that V6 2.9 litre engine, 450 PS, 600 Newton meters of torque. It's great. It really is a good bit of kit. So what's my kind of final thoughts? Well, it's quick for sure. You know, would you buy one of these instead of an RS6? It's dependent on what your preference is. You know, I think you get everything that you would get from an RS6 in this car, just on a much smaller, cheaper package, if I'm honest with you. But a car that does 4.1 to 62 for me is nothing to be laughed at. So finally, I will have a full POV video of me driving this car so that you guys can drive it effectively with me. I know you guys enjoy those. That'll be coming to the channel soon. But I hope you enjoyed this quick RS4 review. If you did, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. Subscribes massively help the channel. It helps me get more cars. It helps me grow and keep doing this. And I really hope you enjoy these videos, guys. But my name's been Stef. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you all very soon on the next video. And thank you to Audi for lending me this car. See you later, guys.